Blondie were one of the first bands to maximise the commercial aspects of their career whilst maintaining rock and roll credibility.
It's ironic. We got a lot of flack for Debbie doing stuff that the boys have been doing for years, and stuff that is now absolutely normal and embraced by the, you know, media and the public. Just what's standard procedure now. We got a lot of, you know, negative press for whatever. And I think, you know, it really is just sort of sexism and chauvinism on the part of the mass media, just Debbie being the first one to do it.
I think for the first time, a singer took a visual cue as, you know, I mean, I really was inspired by film actresses and the blonde sex symbol. So I combined images, which I don't really think had been done, you know, in music up until that point. You know, I really was inspired by Marilyn and Jean Harlow and Jane Mansfield and all these, you know, vivacious women, Carole Lombard, you know, on, and Amy Van Doren. And I think that, you know, like that was really what, you know, was surprising to people and really what caught on. And this was, that was really a first.
Blondie were indisputably one of the most successful new wave punk New York Andy Warhol type bands around. Why then did they break up?
Well, I think it was sort of a combination of things. The record company sort of went through a personnel change, a major personnel change. My manager changed. My whole business thing really changed. And I was absolutely, you know, really looking to do something different at that point. And I think that Chris was overstressed with, you know, he was obviously looking to do different things, and he was doing different things in addition to being, you know, very responsible for all the, you know, the Blondie business. And so I guess in a way it was sort of a natural progression again, that, you know, we would, you know, sort of reach these conclusions. They were a little bit cataclysmic, but that sort of happens.
Yeah, I think me being sick in the middle of it all was just sort of a coincidence. So everything might have worked out the same way. We might have come back a couple of years earlier if I hadn't gotten sick. But basically, I think it all would have happened the same way.
In a nutshell, what's Deborah Harry been doing between Blondie and now?
Well, I did think about real estate, and as of now, as of today, as a matter of fact, I came up with the idea of incorporating the Housewives of America into the Teamsters Union, and perhaps the Australian women would like to consider something like this. I think that housewives need a union, and I'm happy to represent them.
So when Deborah Harry went into the studio with Chris Stein again to record Deaf, Dumb and Blonde, did she realize her career was going to be so big all over again?
No, definitely not. This was to be our record, and we wanted to sort of sum up the kind of songs that we had been, you know, doing all those years, and to really bring them up to date in a way, and to have Mike's input and his involvement.
Since Blondie broke up and Deborah Harry put a career on hold, there's been many imitators come along, most notably Wendy James from Transvision Bam.
I feel flattered, mostly. I think that everyone has to, you know, build on, you know, things that they've been influenced by, and seems like a very natural process, and I feel very flattered that she's, you know...
Debbie Harry of Blondie fame on the comeback trail.
Yeah, I mean, this is really where we kicked off our whole careers in Australia, and thanks to Molly Meldrum, I guess, right? Well.
That was 13 years ago, and the one-time queen of New Wave is now making Disney movies.
Now I play the old woman who lived in the shoe.
Deborah Harry. Making a comeback, she is here with partner Chris Stein to promote her new album, Deaf, Dumb and Blonde, a label she certainly doesn't apply to herself.
I suppose years and years ago I did, but I think that's all sort of a, you know, a joke now.
She's still trying to live down the Blondie connection, but her solo album is a hit, and the 45-year-old singer says she has no intention of retiring.